Today we'll be sewing our princess bustier gown. So I've cut the interfacing because I want to put interfacing into it, and I've also added this part because I want it to have weight just here, so don't mind that, but I just want to do it. So I've cut interfacing for all of them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut my breast part. This is my breast part. This is the breast part I'll be using. I have the other one, but let me just show you. I have this, but I don't want to use this, so I want this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this and I place into it first. I'm going to take off 6 because this gown is a slit up to that gown, princess slit up to that gown. So I'm going to take off 6 from here. So I'm going to off 6 from here in order for me to have what I need. Today we'll be sewing our princess bustier gown. So I've cut the interfacing because I want to put interfacing into it, and I've also added this part because I want it to have weight just here, so don't mind that, but I just want to do it. So I've cut interfacing for all of them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut my breast part. This is my breast part. This is the breast part I'll be using. I have the other one, but let me just show you. I have this, but I don't want to use this, so I want this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this and I place into it first. I'm going to take off 6 because this gown is a slit up to that gown, princess slit up to that gown. So I'm going to take off 6 from here. So I'm going to off 6 from here in order for me to have what I need. So what I will do now is I'll just open it like this, and I follow this. I just put this for me to have weight, something like that. It doesn't really mean anything. So this is what I want to do. So I'll just take same way this one is, then I will cut it. So this is a side panel. I'm not going to like right at this end. I will end it somewhere because remember we add seam allowance, so this seam allowance I will not add it there. So I'm going to cut it the same where it end, where this one end. Okay, now I'm done with everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you see how it's like this, you see this other one like this. So first thing I'll be doing is I'll be joining this good side on top of good side. So this is how I'll be doing it. I will start from here like this. I'm going to sew it all down. So I will join the front part, and the back part is the same like this, so I'll also join it. Let me show you how the back part is. If you follow my cutting, you'll see that the back part is the same. This is the back part, this is the zipper allowance. So you see the princess that is also behind, so I have to do that for all. And I also join all the lining all together the same way it is, the sides together. This is the back panel, this is the back part, this is the zipper allowance. I just hold it down, and this is the front lining. This is the back lining. Okay, here is the front. See, because I just want light, I did not really want it like too puffy, so I just want it like this is what I want. So you can make yours more if you want to try it, so you can make it more. So this is what I want. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert the lining. Before I insert the lining, so I'm going to get the length for the gown. So the length of the gown is 37, and then I'm going to add 1 inch for sewing allowance. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'll measure 37 like this. This is my 37. I will mark it, then I add 1 inch for seam allowance. I mark it. So this remaining part, I will measure what is remaining at this part here, then I fold it like this, then I iron it. So I'm going to do it for the front and the back part. I fold it. You can see I fold according to the fold allowance that I add. See, so I also do the same at the back part. This is the zipper part, so this is the downer part. I fold it. This is the front part, and this is what I want. As you can see, I wanted this part to be more heavy, that is why I put it like that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the back. This is the back. This is the good side, and this is the back side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it like this. Then I'll sew it from here like that, and I'll also do the same for the front part before I will sew this other part. This is how I sew it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it like this, then I follow this line. You see that? So I'm going to do for all of them, and this is the front side. So I'm going to iron it, then I turn it this way. I will work on the zipper side first. Like when I'm done iron it, then I will turn it back like this. I follow this line, then I stitch my lining on top of my material like this. See how it look? This is how it look. This is the zipper allowance, the zipper part. So I'm done. This is the front part. You see how I do it? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it like, let me do it here. I'll be doing it like this. I'm going to turn it back up like this way, and I'm going to sew the side attaching my lining. So this is one side for the back. I will do it, and I will also do the same at the front part, both the front and the back part. I'm done turning the sides together. You can see these are the sides. This is the front side. I've done it, and this is the back side, the back part, sorry, I've done it too. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip it around like this. So I'm going to do it like this, both the front and the back. Then I press it. I use my pressing iron to press it down. So I've pressed the sides, as you can see. I've pressed the side, both the front and the back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to join the zipper allowance. So I'm going to join the zipper allowance like this. This is the zipper allowance, so I'm going to hold it by stitching it down. So here is my zipper allowance. I've hold it. So now done. I'm going to attach this part just like this. I'm not going to turn it. I'll just attach it like this to the front side. This is what I'm going to do. Since it's a slit neck, so I'll attach it like this, then I slit the neck before I insert my zip. I've joined the shoulder together, see. So now I'm going to slit the neck because it has a cape at the neck and it's up shoulder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take from here, from this lower side, I'm going to take 2.5, 2.5. I'm going to take 2.5 from this side. So I put my tape like this. I take 2.5. This is 2.5. I mark here. Then from this highest side, I'm going to go down by 3.5. You see, I place my tape at this high place. I take 3.5. So I mark 3.5 here. Then I come at this point. This point, I'm going to go down by 5. So I mark my 5 here. So now I'm going to connect these points together, and I will do that by using my curve ruler. I know my curve ruler is not the best, but I know I will get another one. So that is how it goes. You see that? So I'm just going to cut it. Now I'm going to cut from here to this point. And if you're doing yours, make sure your dress sits well on your table. You see that? Wow. So now I'm going to insert my zip. So in order for me to insert my zip, I'm going to measure from here, from this point. From here, I'll go down by 2.5. This is my 2.5. It means I'm going to stitch from here to here, because this is a slit neck and it has a cape, so this part has to close. Then from this point, I measure from this point. This is where I will stitch from here and end here by 2.5. Then I need to insert my zip, so I measure from here to here. I take 13. So whatever you like, how long your zip is up to you. So I take 13. So this is my 13. I mark this. So I'm going to open this part, or this part, then this one I will stitch it again, close it, because it's a pencil gown, so it doesn't have any like opening behind. I don't want it. I've sewed it and I've also pressed it. This is the allowance for the zipper. So I'm going to be inserting my zip. This is the zip I have. So now I'm going to put my zip like this. I just want to show you how I'm going to insert my zip. So this is how the look of the zip is going to look. Maybe I'll pin it down so that you can see it. just do one side so that you see how it look. This is one side. This is how my zipper is going to look like. You see that? So I will just go and stitch it down. My zip is ready. Nice. So this is my zip. I've inserted my zip. So now the next thing I'm going to do is, here is my gown. So I've slit the neck. So what the next thing now is, I'm going to come here by 1 inch like that. Then I'm going to connect it. This is my 1 inch that I take from here. You see that? So I'm going to match it to here. I do it like that so that the gown will sit well on my body. So now the next thing now is to match our sleeve. So here is my sleeve. If you haven't watched my video that I make a basic sleeve, I'll put the link in the description box. So here is my basic sleeve. So I'm just going to place my pattern paper like this, and I just follow the same. So for this, I'll put the link in the description box for you to see it. So I'm just going to follow it like that. So now this is the back part for the sleeve. This is the back. So this is the front. This line, you have to follow my thing that I draft the basic sleeve so that you understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up like this. So this is the front side. So I'm going to cut. You see that? So that is how I'm going to place on top of my material, and I remove it the same. This is just all about the sleeve. You see, this is the front part and this is the back part. Here is my two sleeve. So what I'm going to do now is I remove 1 inch from here. You see it only at the front part that I remove 1 inch. Only at the front part that I remove 1 inch. So here I have two sleeves together, so I'm going to keep one aside. I'll be making use of one. So I'm going to place my sleeve like this. I blend it and make sure it match together. You see that? So I'll be marking the point that it ends, because this is the upside side. So we make use of the upside side. So this is where it ends, so I mark it. See how I blend it? Like that. Right up to the point where my upside is. So I mark it there. Now I'm going to balance my sleeve. This side is the front side, this one is the back side, the back. the back panel. So from here now, I'm just going to blend it. You can use your cuff, you can take it straight or you can curve it, it's up to you. So I just use my cuff ruler to so that is how it looks. So now I'm going to cut it off. So this part is no more needed. Okay, when you place it on our dress, this is how it's supposed to look. That is the look. That's how it's supposed to be. So now what I'm going to do is, I have a little design down here, so I'll be making use of this to put the design. So I'm going to take my round sleeve. Let me just go with 9. Let me see, I'll go with 9. Is it up to 9? Yeah, it's even 13. So what I'm going to do now is, I'll open it up like this. So I'll take 10 because I'll use 1 inch for seam allowance. And then I will take from here to here, I will take 7 inch. This is my 7 inch. And this is my 7 inch. So I'm going to fold it like this because I'll be making 2 sleeves. I need it for 2 sleeves. So yeah, you ask why did I do it like that? Because one side I fold it into 2. One will be for the other sleeve and the other one for the other sleeve. So I will cut it. So when I divide it now, it's going to be 2. So this is my upper sleeve. Let's see. Let's open it and see what we have. You see? So now my sleeve is bigger than the design. I will just make a little bit of gathers like this to match to the sleeve. So that is what I want. I just wanted to show you. So this is the sleeve. This is just what I want. The gathers just like that. So you see, it matches together. So I'm going to take this one. This is the good side. I'm going to place like this. So when I place, I sew it. I'm going to turn it like this. So I'm going to do it for the both side. When I'm done with that, then I will insert the sleeve. This is the full sleeve. I'm going to insert it. The full sleeve, this is the full sleeve. So I'm going to insert the full sleeve this way, following my armhole. So I'm just going to follow my armhole and insert my full sleeve. Then this up soldier part. So I'll also take the part that is after that. So you see that this is the up soldier part. So I will take this part and I place like that, and I sew it. Then I sew the other part. So that's what I'm going to do, right? Here my sleeve. I've inserted my sleeve. You can see it. So now I'm going to put the cape. So I'm taking the size of my cape. So I have to measure it. I have 20. So this 20 is times 2. that is 40. So here is the cape. I've cut it. So this cape, if I measure it, is going to give me,
for this cape,
41.
I cut it off camera.
I measured one side
but
of my
I
dress.
promise I will make
20.
a video
so
to show you how
when
I achieved this cape. Sorry for
20,
that, and thanks
so
for your understanding.
20 times 2 is 40. Then I add 1 inch for seam allowance. So now I'm just going to sew this edge here and here. I'm going to sew it like this and end here, and I also sew this other side. So I've sewed it. You can see I sew ½ inch because I add 1 inch seam allowance. Remember the cape was 40, I cut it 41, so that I will use ½ inch for seam allowance. So I use ½ inch this way, ½ inch this way. So I'm going to notch it and iron it. So at this point, you use a hard object, a sharp object, to push it out. So now I'm just going to press this section down so that it should look nicely. I've ironed my cape. You see how I look? It's so nice. So look, I've ironed it, and here is my neck. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure the neck centralized. You remember, this is the side that has joint, so I have to centralize it like this and make sure my dress looks straight. So you can watch what I'm doing. Okay, this end I'm going to notch it. You see that? Okay, I will do the same for the cape. So I fold the cape like this and make sure everything is okay. You see that it's very straight, so I'm going to notch it. So this point that I notch it, I'll place it here at this joint. So this is what I'm going to do, like that. Then, push, my goodness, I'm going to use my pin. I'll pin it down like that. Then I make sure this other end go to the notching part this way. You see, it just fall at the end, at the position that I want. Then I notch it down. I pin it down, sorry. Then I will do the same for this other side. Why I'm doing like this? Because I don't want some extra allowance. I want to make sure that my cape is okay on my dress. If it is not okay, I have to balance it. So when you're doing yours, you see that it's not okay, you have to add. If the cape is more than the dress, you have to reduce it. So that is the reason. So now I'm going to sew it all around. Here is optional. You can put it this way and face it, but I am going to do it like this because I will use bias to cover this section. But you can do it without using bias. It means the cape has to be this way. Then you stitch it like this. Then you notch it. You turn it like this. It will still be okay. But I want mine like this because I will use bias to cover this rough edges. So now I'm going on my sewing machine to just sew it round. From here, it doesn't have anything, just to sew it straight round. I'm done inserting my collar. See how it look? You see that? So I'm done inserting it, and I've also made my own bias. This one I make it by myself. You can check my video. I don't have too much video how to make your own bias. So I'm going to be placing this round. When I'm done, I've insert my bias. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to fold it like this, you see, then I mark it. So when I'll put it like this, I'll sew it like that. That side is supposed to be, so I'll sew it all around. When I'm done, we are going to see how it look like. I've closed the inside part, you see. This is my bias. I've closed it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to join the side using my allowance, my 1/1" allowance that I add. I'm going to join it like this from the back side. So this is what I'm going to do using my 1/1". When I join this side, I will join the other side. So here is the cape. I've joined the side, you see it. Just see how beautiful the gown is. See, this is the downer side, is pencil. So I did not put any opening, yeah, because I want it to be really pencil. So if you want this one more pencil, you reduce it more. This is how it look. Wow, it's so beautiful. So this is the back. Here is the back of the gown. You see it? It's so nice. Please subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment. We have come to the end. You will see me in my next video, or I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye bye.